After wrapping up negotiations for a free trade agreement with Australia, Korea is speeding up efforts to hammer out free trade deals with Canada, Indonesia, and China. Arirang News economics correspondent Hwang Ji-hye has the details.
The Korean government is stepping up efforts to forge more bilateral free trade deals, aiming to conclude those with Canada and Indonesia as early as this month. The move follows substantive progress made in bilateral meetings of trade officials held this week in Bali, Indonesia, between Korea and about a dozen countries. The bilateral meetings were held on the sidelines of the trade ministers' meeting hosted by the World Trade Organization every other year. In one of those meetings led by Korean Trade Minister Yoon Sang-jick and his Australian counterpart Andrew Robb, the countries managed to finalize terms of a free trade agreement between the two nations. After a separate meeting with Canadian Trade Minister Ed Fast, Yoon told reporters that he narrowed many differences for a similar deal with Canada and that the two countries could conclude negotiations soon. FTA negotiations with Indonesia have already been picking up steam since October, when President Park Geun-hye made a state visit to the Southeast Asian nation. President Park and the Indonesian leader agreed in Jakarta to work towards wrapping up the trade pact by the end of this year. Experts also forecast the FTA talks with China to conclude in the second half of next year, although Seoul has yet to draw up measures to support local farmers who have voiced concern about an influx of Chinese imports of agricultural products. Korea has struck 10 bilateral free trade agreements, including those with the United States, the European Union, and India, and is in talks for 8 other free trade arrangements. Hwang Ji-hye, Arirang News.